Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Kobold Con. I hope you all had a good time doing some organized play out there in the Discord, hanging out, getting some food, whatever it is you were doing. I hope it was a good time. I certainly had a good time. I got some dinner, I got some poke, I played some Metal Gear Solid. It was nice. And now, the thing that I'm going to do along with the rest of you is we are going to watch a Tales of the Valiant actual play, brought to us by our friends over at Crit Hit Chronicle. Oh, hey, I see them in chat. Hello, Crit Hit Chronicles. Yes, these they're fantastic people. Cujo, I believe I'm safe in saying it, who is the creator of Crit Hit Chronicles, was one of the recipients of the Kobold Creates grant in 2024, and it was wonderful working with him then, and now it's still great working with him, and I get to watch what is I'm sure is going to be one heck of a game, because the only thing I really know about it is that they're playing Tales of the Valiant, and I know the title. And just with the title alone, I know I'm in for a wild ride. So I hope you all are ready, as we are about to watch Oops, All Kobolds.
Deep in the woods of the Endian Grove, just outside of the noble city Castibria in the Iadrathe Sovereignty, we find a small clearing with a small group of creatures huddled around a large creature with large scales and wings that are folded inward. A brass dragon sits curled up on a large stone as there are several little small creatures sort of milling about and causing chaos around them. This brass dragon sort of sits with a bit of a perturbed expression as they huddle around 4 crystal eggs. There would be 5, but unfortunately in the night something happened, hence the chaos around them. Amidst the chaos, we find 4 kobolds, and I would like you to introduce yourselves one by one and popcorn it to each other. We'll start with Noir.
Oh, okay. I am a small kobold of a teeny tiny. I am in a chain shirt. It's bright and blue. I've got armored padding around my elbows and knees, and an axe that's about my size on my back. I've got like a little do-rag on. Just keenly focused, working on cantrip spells. I've got like dark green skin, and I think he's just sharpening his axe, getting ready to find out what's going on, what's the cause of the chaos. And his name is King Drox Lamore, but his friends call him Drox.
Thank you.
What's so fun? I don't understand.
No, it's just thank you. I'm just saying thank you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I appreciate you.
Great, good. Popcorn it, my love.
Let's go. Just because there's so much anxiety, let's go to our sorcerer.
Oh my gosh. So over kind of scurrying around, quickly rolling different things like maps and spell scrolls, and just kind of a little tedious, a little anxious, the movement around. You see another very small kobold, a little bright blue color, like little white belly, eyes darting back and forth, with a little bit of like kind of like a cute little wrap sort of covering all the way around her. You can see that she's also nervously like picking up a dagger and like putting it down and then picking it up again and then putting it down. And she is sitting there and like looking around anxiously, kind of like, me? Okay. And so this is Izzy. And she is just happy to be here and very scared at all times.
I love her. I love her so much. Popcorn it, my darling.
We're gonna popcorn it over to Goomba.
Let's be joining this group is that's another small. Look at the theme here. Small kobold. They are a mix of tan bronzes and browns with a blue stripe going from their nose tip down to their back. They look like they are dressed in almost banditry wear, but it's really trophies from previous fights that he's won, including a nice dragon embroidered belt buckle. That's a nice championship belt. He's got and he's currently like freshly wrapping his knuckles as he approaches the scene of the crime, as it were. And this is Tekken Lights Out Lombardi. And I will popcorn it to our final member, Sean.
Yeah. To break from tradition, a medium-sized kobold who used to be small but then grew up one day is kind of just like going around the grove, tending to the flowers, but instead of really tending to them, you just see them looking off into the distance as though their minds stopped being here all the time a bit ago. And they're playing like the pedal game of do they love me, do they love me not, but like touching a flower and making it wilt, touching a flower and reblooming it, touching a flower making it wilt, just walking around playing with the flower's life and death. Like, I'm sure the flowers will eventually tell us something, but if we make enough of them like us, we're gonna know what to do. And he just continues to walk around and mess with all the flowers as he's touching them back and forth.
The dragon, somebody name the dragon for me. First one gets it.
Luann.
Luann.
Done.
The brass dragon Luann just lets out this, and there's this little like tuft of flame, and you just see several other kobolds like scatter as their large head eventually like rises and turns, and then eyes you. You four, step forward. And they sort of curl right back down.
We'll do so.
I think we've been chosen.
Hey. And she starts to scurry over and somehow makes herself seem even smaller.
Drox is just nodding like, yeah, I expected this. I'm a chosen one. It makes sense.
Oh, God. You will venture into the human city and retrieve my young. You will do so by any means necessary. And if possible, also cause a little bit of chaos.
Oh, you ain't say nothing but a word. My darling Luann. Let's go. Let's do this thing.
I'm here for fun. I want you to have fun at the same time. Like, my child is missing, but have fun.
You got four more that haven't had fun yet. We'll save the fun one.
Yes.
The fun one. Already
Now,
predestined.
on a scale of like chaos, are we talking like chaos hee hee ho ho, like a little bit of fun, or are we talking chaos like up to the point but not going over of the humans coming here?
Oh, right. Yes, we don't want
Right.
that. Make a little bit of hee hee, but not a lot of danger. Let's
Okay,
avoid
so full
that.
hee hee but not ho ho.
Yes.
Gotcha. Okay.
No ho hos. We don't like the
No
hos.
ho hos.
Man,
All right.
I wanted to do some
Understood. And she
ho-hoing.
starts
Yeah.
scribbling this down in her notes and rolling it back up on a scroll and stuffs it down into her wrappings.
I would love to know how many scrolls with notes like that Izzy has on her person.
I think, imagine like a bandolier. And it's just a bandolier of little scroll tubes. And she just like pops one open every now and then, whips out a little pen with ink and writes it down. It's like, okay,
Aye, aye.
and stuffs it back into the bandolier.
I also love to imagine that like some are important. Where they are, that is a wonderful question.
That feels like a great random table to roll.
I love this. You will receive my blessing to protect you on this perilous journey should any of the humans mean to cause you harm. And and a little bit of that flame leaves their mouth and sort of caresses over you. For the next 1 week in game, you are going to have advantage on perception checks to keep an eye out for incoming danger. But yes, if they put up a fight, make them regret it. We don't want to kill too many if we can help it, but if they start it, then they should know that you will finish it.
Just a quick question. Do we know who took this egg? I mean, I'm taking it extraordinarily personal that they would do that.
I believe it is someone who was once a friend. A Lord Ambrose Gale. I believe he has toyed with items of magical power in his time. And I believe that he means to use my child as some sort of weapon.
What a monster.
Indeed. Make him regret his actions.
I fully intend to do just that. You can see it, right? Meet the Gales. Just on a slip of
The
paper.
Gales. What a monster.
You want me to hold on to that for you? Or...
Oh, yes, please.
Oh, okay. I got you. I got you.
Can we take Lord Gale past hee into ho ho?
I think that's that seems appropriate.
If possible, yes, but he is formidable in the arcane arts. Be aware that it will be quite dangerous.
Oh, nothing breaking a finger or two can't stop.
Do you want us to bring him back here to you?
Ooh.
Again, I would like to advise priority one is saving my child.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, child. When we
That's
say
a
child,
non-list. That's there.
yeah, when we say that's the mission. When
That's
we save
it.
child, we save child. But then like
But bonus.
afterwards, but bonus, right?
I wouldn't be upset if you decided to bring him back somehow. But just again, he's dangerous. So just be. I've seen him at work. We used to hang out, and he's quite adept at magical arts. So I don't want to throw you into an impossible fight. But
I
it's
mean,
up
some
to
of
you.
us are
We got
adept at
this.
magical
We
arts
got
too.
this.
So
All right, listen. As long as I get my child back, then it's fine. Priority one.
it's big. All caps here. All caps on the scroll. We got it.
Oh, while everybody is talking, I'd like to start the ritual locate.
Okay.
It's essentially, he's just sitting down and just kind of like bobbing his head and just writing, trying to figure out where this guy is. Just like,
Okay. How far? What is the range on locate?
I think it's only a mile.
God, I forgot you're a cleric. I opened up your spell casting and I just saw a million spells.
Yeah, that's right. I know all spells, baby.
Yeah, it's a mile. What do you look for specifically?
I'm looking for the egg.
Okay. You focus on the spell, and you actually get a ping. You get 4 pings. And they are right next to Luann.
Motherfucker. Okay. I'm all right about this.
I'm going to write a comment card. I'm sending it to Kobold Press.
Did not like.
Did not like, would not recommend. 4 out of 10.
Like with that spell, would you be able to get like a hint of like where that last one went, or like what direction it went in, or is it just like you get the 4 eggs and that's it?
With it only having a radius of a mile, you just get those 4. I will say that one of the other kobolds will have him be like the one that is always assigned to guard Luann. So he's very big, puffy chested. Like he's got a very beat up, like broken sword, but he holds it like it's like a paladin's blade. He sort of steps up. Well, last I heard, they ventured northeast. Your pitiful locate spell wouldn't have the range to accommodate.
And you're only telling us that now?
Talking that mess.
You couldn't have told us that when Luann was concerned this morning?
There's a chain of command, and Luann...
You thought you would be one of the chosen 4, and you're not, and now you're mad. That's it, isn't it?
I don't know what you're talking about. All I know is I would have already had it back by now.
That's right, Greg. We know.
Greg.
It's Grigori.
Did you even tell Luann that you had this information? Luann, did you know that this person knew where where your baby was taken to, or the direction, and is just now telling us? But instead of using that information to help us, they're using it to gloat.
I was aware that they were heading northeast, and there is a reason that Greg is staying behind. He did fail to protect me and my children.
So you're okay, I get it now. So yeah, that's why you're bragging. You want to cover up your failure.
I would like to think that I instead am in charge of something more important.
Okay, then,
Have fun with that, Gregory.
All right,
Thank
and
you.
she pulls out. Could I say that we have like a very rough drawn map of the region among these things?
Absolutely.
So just like kind of rolling the bandolier of scroll cases around like a Rolodex. She goes to another one, just and like she pulls out one that has a little map that's there.
And she's like, okay, Gregory, then. Point us in the, like, which part of northeast? Like, is it northeast, northeast, south? Like which direction? Point.
Did you just say northeast, south? And
Like the southern part of northeast.
You never heard of northeast south? No wonder. God.
Greg.
Further.
No wonder you couldn't watch them running away. You can't even find northeast south on a map.
No
Come
wonder
on,
you had to
Gregory.
those are 3 different directions. You know what?
Three different. This guy doesn't.
Listen to him. That's why he can't leave the camp.
You know what?
Hey, everybody! This guy doesn't know about northeast south.
Here, idiot. Like several other kobolds just jump in, and he just says, "I will not stoop to your level."
Yeah, you already got put behind.
Got him.
They look at your map, which I imagine is like crayon drawn.
Oh yeah, like the
Like
little
blobs.
trees. The little trees on them are the ones with clouds, but then someone also drew clouds on it too, so it gets a little confusing. Yeah.
Are there any landmarks we should know about, Gregory?
It's Grigori, just Grigori, not Gregory. Just it's what. Never mind.
She's like bumps him in the snout with it.
That's what he said, Greg. Or
E.
Is it? You or Greg or I don't.
Greg or
E.
You sound like an automated voice message system. Greg or E.
Makes me think of an old frog commercial.
They mark one specific spot. I believe, as Luann said, that there is a human city in this direction, and the landmark would be the human city that is in this direction.
The little bristle that you see, just like her scales just kind of bristle a little bit, possibly electric. Just something about her, a little unhinged twitch in the eye that goes, it's just,
Okay. Thank you for your assistance.
Happy to help.
I'm just imagining that blink where it's just like one eye and then the other.
All right. So, any preparations you would like to make before your journey?
Is there any like way we can get like potions or
Yes.
anything of the sort to not die?
Yes, actually, there is a very totally adept potion maker amongst your group. A wiry and somewhat unhinged looking kobold named Jordana, who is surrounded by many different pots. Like, she doesn't really venture away from her part of the camp very much, but she's got pots of various sizes filled with many different kinds of liquids. There's like random gatherings of grass and weeds in like one spot. She's got her own like makeshift potion maker's kit, which is clearly like different vases she stole from somebody in town, that she thinks she set it up right, but as you approach, she kind of looks up with a very like strange looking expression.
Need potions? I have many. Which one do you need? I have one for speed. I have one for thinking. I have one that makes your toenails grow faster. Which one would you like?
That toenail one does sound appealing, but no, I need one that makes the injuries go away when you.
Oh,
drink it.
right.
And they like they like dive into this chest, and you just hear many like loud sounds of glass like slamming together, but not shattering just yet, but it's like just on the cusp. You just see like several things fly out before she pulls out. Ha!
Okay, this one's still good. Here you go.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
Do I owe you anything?
Oh, no. Just bring back Luann's child, and then we can have a party when you get back.
Oh, I'm ready to get sloshed. But,
Do you happen to have a bottle of grease just lying around? Just curious.
Oh,
Always. And they open one crate, and there's like 12. And she just grabs one. You do get a little bit of a smell off of the glass that's a little like fat stayed out for too long. You just kind of get that lingering sort of rotting scent.
Good.
Okay, that was real shiver from me. Okay.
You left a little rot in our grease.
I'm gonna give Jordana all the dead flowers I was making earlier. Make the good stuff. These are freshly killed, full trauma inside. Take them and make the good stuff.
oh, thank you. I love making the good stuff.
And she immediately like she pulls out another pot that has like 30 other dead flowers that you've already given her, and she just like just adds it to the pile.
Nice.
One day they'll tell me something, but until then, they're yours.
Oh, I'll make good use of them. Drox, anything for you?
Drox is actually not gonna be there. I think he's determined to get everybody to blame the guy who doesn't know what North
Greg.
and South is.
Gregor.
Gregor, yeah. This whole time, I just started a whisper campaign to turn everybody. That's what the guidance is for. Like,
Go ahead.
did you know that small-tailed motherfucker?
No directions.
Go ahead.
Northeast, south?
Give me like a general. Give me a charisma check. Not even a
What if-
skill, just a straight up
Let's
charisma
start
check.
to this campaign. What a starting roll.
Yeah, yeah. First roll of the
Smear
campaign.
campaign.
Yeah, it's a smear campaign against one of your own.
I'll use the 2 luck. I'll use 2 luck to turn that to a 15.
The,
We haven't left camp.
I know. It's great.
Listen.
Luann's gonna be so mad.
I'm really taking this personal that this guy got in my face talking about some they went now everyone's gonna hate you forever. In fact, I'm gonna book a show where I perform for Luann.
When we get back.
When we get back. Just to let people know.
The first beef of Drox versus Greg has begun, and the back and forth has been great. But a large number of the colony is very much Team Drox. They believe that Drox won this beef. So yes, that's just a thing. That's a thing that exists.
Yeah, I don't need potions
first-
for later in the game when it would help. Nah,
I don't need
this
potions
is
or
a
luck
good
points.
use of my time.
I don't need that.
You think I'm not above burning all my resources to ruin this one NPC's life?
Obviously not.
Listen, I respect the petty, okay? Because that's what that is through and through. I'm here for
as
it.
petty as it gets.
Yep.
Petty needs to be a reaction.
I'd like to use petty.
Petty. It's like a form of vicious mockery. And
Yes.
It's just when someone fails something, just
But you
there's
can
your
only
psychic
use his
damage.
Yeah.
Oh my god. So, is there anything else you'd like to do before setting off? You've definitely rallied the majority of the colony against Greg, so there's that. Everybody's basically like,
Oh yeah, no, he's been an asshole since he, really was born, which is like 2 years ago. So we definitely don't like how pompous and sort of full chested he is. Yeah.
Yeah.
that's where that conversation ends.
Just leave with that. Just leave with that.
Yeah.
People going, oh my god, he's so behind. He thinks he's first. Oh my god.
Yeah, he's always all like, I started from the bottom. Like, no, you were one of the first ones to get Luann's attention. You didn't earn it.
Like, people are going like, the wheels are spinning, but the hamster's dead. It's crazy.
Oh, that's such a sad phrase.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it. You begin your journey northeast, south,
That's right. That's right.
towards
There it is.
towards the human city of Castibria. And as you move through, one thing about this world is that there are spirits. They are drifting through the wood. Some of them have picked up on the chaos of your colony and have started exhibiting some of those like more rambunctious sort of behaviors. So like as you are passing through, some of them make one of the trees branches bend down just to get in the eyes of one of you as you pass through, merely to cause a little bit of chaos and a little bit of entertainment. But eventually you do come to the edge of the Ethian Grove, and you can see in the distance a large human city with 2 towers that have a bridge across the middle. That bridge is at least 150 feet up between these 2 towers, but there are many buildings on the ground level around it. You can see from this distance, there are many people passing through the entrances to the city. There are caravans passing through. You can see flags of red and silver bearing some sort of coat of arms for whoever the hell is in charge of this region. And it looks beautiful and picturesque and ripe for chaos. So, how would you like to enter the city of Castibria?
You said that they're like it's just a big old bridge, like it's clear as day bridge. Like there's no way to not be seen crossing this bridge.
Just to clarify, so at least on the map itself, the actual marker for Castibria is those just large 2 towers with a bridge connecting those. The rest of the city is on ground level. That can be accessed through, there are some walls around the city with gates and whatnot, but...
Okay, I'll turn to everybody and be like, so do we want to like be open with the chaos and the boom bap, or we want to like be a little bit sneaky with the chaos, or like do a little bit of both? Because I'm cool with being a distraction if it needs to happen.
I have a contact in the city that we can reach out to.
Oh, you've been interloping. I see.
No, just I have a
Intermingling.
network. Cujo, you told us at the very beginning of this you have the I know a guy.
Oh God, I know.
Feature.
Oh no, is it?
Oh, no.
I'm so sorry.
How much luck did we start with?
How much
I'll
luck did we
say
start with
you
is my
start
question.
with 2 luck.
Oh,
Okay.
then never mind. Never mind. I already spent it.
Mustard!
I actually do like the idea
I thought you started. Okay.
I actually like the idea that you think you know somebody in the city who's like real close with you.
All right. Well,
Oh my god.
I get to the gates. I am so sorry for this,
My
y'all.
friend Julius Cole.
And I just cock my head up, look directly to the sky, and go, Master! I'm so sorry.
And you say, what?
He says mustard.
Mustard! He's yelling for his contact.
You...
He's looking for his friend Mustard.
You watch as Drox sort of plods up to the walls around the city and just shouts for mustard. I just want to, it is mustard.
Yes.
Okay.
It's mustard.
Yes.
Okay. Moment goes by. Another moment goes by before you see in one of the windows of like the security spot behind the wall like opens and you just see an Eodrithe guard like peek down.
That's what it sounds like. He's talking to Chikati.
Do we have any like spare meat or something? I think we have a hungry kobold out here. And you just hear, yeah, I know, but he's sitting here whining. I'm not gonna leave. Don't be a dick. Don't be a dick, Reggie. He's clearly hungry for something. And a moment goes by, and as you are your eyes open or closed?
They're like full on open.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, you see the guard reach out and just drop a slab of meat that just. And he goes, all right, hopefully that solves that. And the window closes.
I'm gonna plod back to the rest of the group. I didn't get a contact, but they give out free food here if you call for a friend.
That's pretty friendly. That's a good system.
I don't understand it, but I appreciate it.
Someone tells me that wasn't the outcome that we wanted.
No.
So I think with that, seeing as they looked at us, I guess can we just walk through? I mean, it's a city, right? Like there's all sorts of people. I am an upstanding citizen.
They're giving out free food, so I think I think they like us here.
Maybe it's market day.
Oh, like free samples?
Yeah.
Oh,
Like when you go to
that's a good-
Sotco and they give you free samples of the stuff on market day.
Not this one too.
Yeah, this one too. Oh,
There's some lore here. Right.
Izzy just kind of is like adjusting her little like wrap dress, and she's got her tail. She kind of curls it up so it looks kind of like a chameleon.
So she's like, see, upstanding citizen. They will. We can just proceed forth, and then hopefully figure out where this guy is. This Lord Ambrose is.
Toast is gonna pull out 4 bow ties, one for each of us, and pretend like it's like a parent and their 3 children going to the market. Because he's medium sized, so he's taller. Okay, we're gonna be on our best behavior and they're gonna love us.
I don't know what that means.
Izzy takes the bow tie and puts it like she like clips it to one of her little ears, or like her little like prongs that stick off like an ear, so she has a little sideways bow.
We'll just
Cute.
just add it to the wrapping around the fist.
I want to wear.
To the
Punch you in the face with manners.
Exactly.
Putting it on the back of my neck so it's like the little velociraptor thing.
Yeah. Manners and discipline. Just-
Beautiful. All right, to the market, and then to the Lord.
All right.
We just plod through.
Go ahead, everybody. Give me a charisma check.
oh.
Hey, yes. Yes.
I love asking
I
for a
will.
check and getting a in response.
Yo, I have an
that.
8 charisma and I rolled a 13
I got a 10.
and a 19.
How is that possible? I have a.
Damn.
How is this?
Only 2 charisma characters did the worst by far.
That is
Wait. Did we have
Hilarious.
advantage? No, we had advantage on perception. Can we perceive the way that people are acting and then follow that? And
Dude, the bow
then-
ties make us so cute we get advantage from them.
Yes.
I don't know
Perhaps
how to
you
explain
can-
my 19.
Kobold Press. Whenever your players campaign to get advantage, just let them cook for a little bit. We'll just see what they come up with. I will say your cute little bow ties will give you a +1.
It gets me to 10.
He's up to a 13. I'll take that.
That gets me to 20.
Hey,
That gets me to 16. I'm not mad at that.
yeah. Let's just see. Hold on.
Who dares try to stop us? Who dares think we're not cute enough?
You.
I mean,
Not
what are we
saying
gonna
that.
do? Stereotype us? We're
With
just little kobolds.
As you approach, you essentially kind of fall in with a caravan that is passing in front of you, and there are several guards wearing red with silver accent, and they have these beautiful glittering silver spears, and you see them converse in common tongue about the reasons for the visiting the city before eventually, after a few minutes, they pass through. As your entourage approaches, that same guard sort of stares and kind of cocks his head. Quick point of order, actually. Does anybody speak common?
I do.
Cool.
I do.
All right, cool.
I've got 8 intelligence, so I'm gonna say I do not.
Okay. You see that they sort of eyebrow raised. Reasons for visiting the city?
Market day.
Market day was last week.
You
That
still
means
have
it's gonna come up
shops.
again soon.
Yeah, the shops, I suppose, might still have some sort of deals or discounts. Where do you hail from?
Just point at the forest behind.
That way.
I mean, and he looks to his friend, who's like, "What are you doing?" And he's like,
I like their bows. They're actually kind of cute. Yeah, go on. I'll take care of him. Go enjoy your stay in Castibria. And you see the guards immediately like get close, and they're having like no, I make the decisions. I make the calls on who goes in and out. And they're adorable kobolds. I mean, that's perfectly fine. Like, this is a security breach. You are literally breaching security because of bows.
I really do need to get more parchment.
And she's like just big batting eyes and just holds up her little quill.
Oh, I mean, look at that. She's got a little quill. And he starts reaching, he like goes into the booth, the security booth, and just fetches just pieces of parchment. And the other guy's like, are you serious? Who hired you? Why did you swear your Jesus? And
You guys are so generous. This town is going to get 5 stars on kelp. It's just such a good time.
Yep, there it is. There it is.
Yep.
There it is.
Yeah.
There it is.
Oh, you know these. You know I'm bringing these Thursday. Like taco. Kelp.
Sean, you are within driving distance.
Come visit me. I'd love it.
We will have fun. You are handed 3 pieces of blank parchment. There you are.
Oh, thank you so graciously.
And she just starts rolling them up and stuffing them into her bandolier of scroll cases.
I seriously love that. But you all now have access to the city of Castibria. There are people everywhere. There are people selling wares on the street out of their cart. There's a flower merchant. You can see a big building right, like immediately upon entering the city, that's got some sort of hanging sign that says the Sleepy Owl Bear. Looks to be an inn of some kind. You see 2 or 3 different streets that lead deeper into the city. But now that you're in, you can look up at those 2 large towers and that bridge connecting them and just see how mammoth and slightly intimidating the structures of this city are. What do you guys do? Where do you guys go?
I look over to Drox. I'm like, now that we're in the city proper, you think you can do that spell again? Maybe see if we can get a beat on.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll see. And I'm gonna try my locate
Okay.
spell. Or it's a ritual.
Okay. Do you cast just standing in the middle of the street? Do you find a small little spot where it's out of view, or do you just kind of go for it?
No, this is our city. You
Like-
yell for a friend, you get food. You ask for parchment, you get parchment. We deserve it all.
Would we-
just gonna
wait,
sit out there.
Point of order, and she just like hands them.
Freeze up. We like,
Point of order. What if we get up somewhere higher or like on a second level just so that we can, does it? I don't know how your magic work. I know how mine does, like, with my advanced skills and all that too. But do you need that? Like, do we need to be squawking in the middle here?
I like to squawk wherever. I can squawk anywhere.
Okay, then I have a plan. What if
And she looks to the other 2.
if we make it so that it seems like we're singing together in harmony to cover for the use of this spell?
Yeah.
I mean, it makes sense. Like, we're wearing bows.
And we can thank the town for their generosity with the gift of song.
Yes.
They've given us so much already, we can return to them, and we can help find the child.
Yes.
Luann would be so proud of us.
We're
This is-
building bridges here. Like that big bridge. We're doing that.
killed our GM.
Yep.
No, I'm still
Could've
here.
gone.
I'm here. I'm good. I'm mainly just preparing my ears as I ask for a performance check if this is the route that you all would like to take.
I would like also, along with this, if it will give me advantage, I have a proficiency in horn as my tool.
Okay.
I'm proficient in the loot.
Oh my god. All right. All right.
So, would that help us with advantage by any chance?
I will. Are you playing those instruments?
Yeah, like a good I
Sure,
can play
like
and
a little
sing.
band.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will say if you are using those instruments, you can add your proficiency bonus if you are not already proficient in performance.
And can I guide myself?
I'd say you've had the conversation. You know what it is that you're about to try. Go ahead and give guidance. That's fine.
It's like one of these, like she's got like the horn and she's like about to do like 1, 2, ready, go. And I guess we'll roll for performance now.
I'll toss you a guidance so that you're both guided.
So that brings it up to a 16.
A 16, and then Izzy, what did you get?
I got a 14.
Okay.
But with +4 as well.
Oh, with +4 as well, so that's an 18.
Okay. Tekken and Drox, do you also partake in this
Oh no,
performance?
they're covering up for me.
'Kay.
So I'm just using my locate spell.
Well,
I'm making sure no one messes with him. So, let's dance.
Are you
and, like,
singing?
No. I'll do some acrobatics.
Do you have an inch? Oh yeah, dance. You're the
okay.
backup dancer. There you go.
acrobatics.
go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead and give me an acrobatics check.
Sure.
I'll say acrobatics and not performance to save you.
I appreciate that. Good Lord.
A 24.
Gonna get me killed here if I do a performance.
This is incredible.
Okay. I'm gonna regret this. Could I hear the totally planned song that you both play on the count of 3? 1, 2, 3.
Cobalt, cobalt, we are cobalt. The wind loves us and your child isn't missing. For entirely different reasons. And you are all so nice, we made you this cobalt song.
I will give you both 1 luck for that
Yay!
hilarious song.
Remember, that's an 18 and what was the other one?
18 and a 16. That,
18
hey,
and 16 level performance. That's solid.
that's actually pretty solid. I will give Tekken 1 luck. Tekken, what does your dance / parkour acrobatics look like?
It's just a routine. It's just like practicing a kata routine.
Oh, okay.
For martial arts. It's nothing physical or magical. It's just doing his basic steps.
So this
At least one
this,
backflip,
this
right?
very friendly song is playing in the background, and you're doing a martial arts kata in front of it. I love that so much. All right, the spell. Well, actually, I'm gonna say it's a disadvantage because the performance was amazing. Hold, please. Okay. The spell goes off. And you see some of the passersby like key in not to the fact that you're casting a spell, but to the performance that is a little disjointed between the two parties. But you hear a loud applause from everybody around you, and you see a few coins be tossed to the ground for you. You make like 3 gold and like 8 silver.
That's not bad.
It's not bad at all.
That's
Not
not
bad
bad.
For 10 minutes, that's not bad at all.
Yeah.
In
This town is so nice.
In fantasy terms, a gold is someone's like whole week's paycheck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think at least in D&D, 1 gold was like the income for a farmer for like a month's work, month's worth of work.
Yeah.
So like somebody being like, yeah, okay, just like tossing that to you. Yeah, that's
Some farmers
It's like
going,
they're
really?
going back. They're going back to the farm later, and it's like, honey, you're not gonna believe what I saw in town.
and they're like,
Honestly, we're starving.
yeah, like, did you get food?
I know, but
If you
but they
saw
had
the kobolds, you'd
bows.
understand.
We had magic beans discussion all over again.
They're gonna be the next big thing, I tell you. The next big thing.
And
They're gonna remember me.
They're gonna remember me.
I want
I was
to.
one of their earliest supporters. They're definitely going to bring me to every show and bring me on stage.
I can't remember the last time I was happy. We need to divorce.
Oh my god, I love you guys so much.
This is great.
The spell activates, and you get a ping. It is not in one of those two towers. It is further into the city, more on the north side, that as you kind of glance in that direction, you look like it's difficult to see because it's a little bit of a walk, but it does sort of go into a much nicer part of the city. But you definitely have a...
It's more would you say it's more northwest south, or is it more northeast south?
Or more northeast.
North, north, south.
Or just north adjacent.
Or is it just in the center of the compass?
Is it west east?
That's where we're standing.
Does it go in a circle or a squiggly line?
DMs, take note and prepare.
Don't let your players find bits.
Don't just have a table full of GMs that I have not played in months.
Yeah. I welcome it. Just prepare. Just prepare yourselves for some of the chaos that your table will throw at you. It is north, east, north.
Nice.
Oh, it's northeast north.
Or we love us Nen.
What was that, Kumba?
Nen.
Nen?
And then Yen.
And then.
As opposed to going.
North, east, south you go.
Yeah, northeast south.
North, east, north.
North. That's all right. It didn't.
We gotta go north, east, north.
No,
Oh,
don't
my
focus on
bad.
the chicken eggs, the dragon egg, please.
Sorry, I got so hungry with that meat
That's
that they
fair.
gave me. I don't
I
know
know,
what
it's
that meat was made of, but it was delicious. I really have to.
It's like an old
on
piece
the
of
way
beef.
out, we'll find some chaos at the butcher shop, okay?
Ooh.
Yeah.
I'll ask for
Just a little
mustard
hee-hee.
there, and I'll eat like a king.
Oh my gosh, if we sing in the butcher shop, imagine what we could bring back to Luann. In addition to the child.
To the child. Start flopping.
I love you guys so much. You start making your way through the streets, and as you do, there are still some townspeople who, as you pass by, are like, "Are those kobolds?" And one of them's like, "No, you missed it. There's a really cool like song and dance they did at the gates. It was super cool, totally great, not a problem." But you realize you there's a little bit of notoriety attached to you guys now. Like you guys are kind of known, at least amongst these initial people that you are passing. As you continue,
We're gonna get it on a victory party of kobolds, and we're gonna leave like a indie darling band. You ever accidentally make the Kobold Mumford and Sons?
oh,
Kobold, Mumford and Sons. They're gonna put it in the press.
Hey!
that's the callback.
Oh, because Kobold Press. I get it.
Was that not? You know what?
No, it's early.
It's early. It's early. Coffee is still hitting. No, this is staying in.
I need this to air early in the morning so everyone can be on our level.
Yes.
Loopy as hell.
So, as you continue through the city, everybody make me a perception check.
Oh.
Advantage.
Those an advantage.
With advantage.
Oh, yeah, we do make
Wow.
those an advantage.
With my -1, I got a 19.
Wait, so was that a natural 20?
It has to have been. I don't know. I just clicked the buttons, but it says -1, 19, so it has to have been a crit.
For me, it's a natural 20, I think.
If you hover over it, it'll
Yeah.
Yeah,
rolled eight.
Tekken has a natural. And Trist has a natural.
Oh, I got a 20 and a 1 on my 2 rolls there.
Oh my god.
Wow. Oh, it's the
I wrote a 20 and a 19. Good lord.
nice.
I got a 5 and a 6.
And I rolled a 16.
So for those who are tuning in, Crit Hit Chronicles has a fun little way of keeping track of the successes and failures of the party. Every critical success or failure gets marked in the chronicle itself. So congratulations, 2 of you have now been added to the chronicle.
Hey.
As you all are passing through, you notice a couple things. First off, there is that sort of jovialness and goodwill of the entryway and meeting some of the townspeople on your way in has sort of faded the further into this part of the city that you go. You're starting to get this tension in the air. Some of the guards have that you pass by look like they are kind of looking down their nose at you and like sort of brushing you off as they continue to move. There are many who are investigating certain homes around the area around you, as you can hear a general commotion that apparently there was a robbery at a lord's estate a few days prior, and now they are searching for the culprits. That being said, your journey through the streets goes relatively unhindered up until a couple of these guards sort of stop you. Hey, what are you all doing here? This is the noble quarter.
We did a song routine at the gate, and we thought it was so good that the nobles would like it, because then they could sponsor us, and they could be our patrons.
Make me a deception
And she
check.
holds up her horn. Can I use that to give advantage?
I will count that to give you advantage.
And I would like for you to
17.
toss guidance your way.
Okay, so we'll add that D4 into there, which will bring it up to a 20.
Plus 3.
Damn. They sort of
Holding it.
Mayor for the rest of this one shot's just like this. Please let me put my hands down.
Sir, may we play a little horn?
The guards, you hear a chuckle amongst their number, and the one who's been talking to you glares back, and they immediately sort of quiet. The city is on high alert. There are criminals amongst our number. You would do well to watch your actions. You don't want us coming after you next.
Is music a crime? You all seem so nice. We got a free steak, we got free paper, we got free money. You all seem so nice. We wanted to give you free music.
You gotta yell for your friend. Rasta!
Yeah, and again, Drox does not speak common, so you're just
He is full of song, and it simply cannot be contained.
They again chuckle, and the one who is clearly in charge of them sort of marches past you all, and the group like moves around you, and you hear some comments from them, but they eventually do continue moving through the street.
I think Mustard must have really made an impression in this town. His name holds weight.
Yeah. Do you think he's the new governor?
He might be the governor.
He could be.
Governor Mustard.
He seems like he could be like it's more of a military name, like a colonel or something.
It'd be Colonel Mustard. The promotion
Colonel
finally went
Mustard.
through.
Colonel Mustard. That makes
Colonel
sense.
Mustard in the
That sounds
court with the influence.
Yes.
It makes sense. I mean, those guys looked like they were angry and mad at us, but as soon as I said Mustard, they walked away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got a strong
all,
connection.
It's all
there,
adding
Brad.
up. You know, it's all adding up. All
This is
makes
going so well. Luann's gonna be so proud of us. We should probably go and get the child.
We should get the child.
sense. You should do that.
You continue through.
Jesus Christ.
This is. I love this so much. This is my dream. I wish I could play games like this all the time. You continue through the streets until eventually Drox's locate spell does lead to a very ornate and beautifully decorated mansion. There are guards standing outside the gates, but unlike the ones that you've passed, these are not just wearing a red tabard with silver accents. These are fully armored, and their helmet faceplates have been lowered, and they look like they're constantly at attention. The mansion itself is 2 floors and with a large, beautiful garden out front. You can see some people there are gardeners sort of tending to the various plants and bushes and making sure everything is nice and beautiful and pretty. But again, that tension has only been magnified on these people that you can see, as it looks like everybody is working with the utmost professionalism. But as you step forward, the 2 guards sort of extend their spears so that they cross in front of the gate.
No admittance.
Should we try and talk him through it, or should we just drop the name?
Already.
She's
Gold Egg. Already.
I think we just. Well, Izzy wants to show the horn.
It, not even for song in these trying times.
In these trying times.
You know,
maddening.
First off, I'd like to make a comparison here. Drox, every time you make that sound, it's giving Fizz Gig from the Dark Crystal. Secondly, you hold the horn up, and as they glare down at you, you can see glowing red eyes peer out from under the helmet.
No admittance.
Oh. Would you like a song?
Gotta wear them down. You gotta wear them down.
It's like going through the mall and someone's like, "Hey, we have a new skincare product. Do you want to try it? Your skin looks like it needs help." And you're like,
No admittance. No admittance.
No admittance. No admittance. Make me a persuasion check with disadvantage.
No.
You know you can't do that guidance.
You know you got that guidance on.
I have that guidance. Okay, great.
Got that thing on it.
Okay, with disadvantage, I don't like that.
Well,
Plus,
You got guidance.
plus.
Oh.
Could I use? I'm so used to playing bards that this is a struggle right now. I'm trying to live this bard life, but I'm a sorcerer, and this is hard.
You can use the luck to bring it to a 10.
I could use a luck to bring it to a 10. I would like to do that.
There's a 10. Melt this guard's heart.
Use luck for a reroll, actually.
Oh yeah.
you can use 2 luck to give yourself a reroll. It will still be a disadvantage, but you could reroll it if you want.
I'll try. I'm just trying not to get
And I will
out.
even say that your guidance could also be included in that reroll.
Yay! All right.
Hey, okay, you still got a 2 on the guidance. I'm so
Okay,
sorry.
it's okay. I appreciate it. I appreciate it.
Hey. 11. Oh, it's higher.
It is higher.
It is higher. It is definitely higher. That sigh comes out just. And the spears uncross, and the one that you've been speaking with takes a step forward, like right into your space.
Go before I make use of the blade in my hand.
Looks to the others real quick. Goes,
Do spears count as blades?
I think
I don't think
it counts.
so.
There's a
I don't
blade
think
on
so.
the end. I was referring
No,
to
but-
the end of the spear.
But
There's
it's the
I
pointy
think
bit
he's
of it,
referring.
like,
He's referring to the
Is
pointy
it a-
bit.
Yeah. Do you think it's a halberd and they don't know the phrase?
you think it's
Or
like a glaive?
perhaps?
Like, yeah, it seems like maybe it would be a glaive.
The other one,
I
the other
would
one says,
like to use
the other one
magic
says,
to
the other one
just
goes,
see if they
the other one goes,
understand the
Jerry.
concept of glaives.
the other one's like,
Jerry, I know that you're used to using great swords, but you have a spear right now. It's not a blade.
I'm just imagining the kobolds going into a kobold huddle every time.
I love that every one of these guard stations has like someone's like being like reasonable, and the other one's like, I've got to be hard pressed.
yeah.
I've got to be hard boiled. I can't let my soft exterior show. But every time they get exposed for something, it's like, what?
Oh,
The one does take a step back though, and their spears once again cross.
Thank you
Also,
for your time.
And she looks to the others and kind of gives like a little like this way, and they
Just walk
all right,
off.
I scatter follow.
Scatter.
hey,
Anytime you guys move, it's just scatter, and then you just like scatter
and then
together.
come back together.
Ready, break.
I think that Izzy is going to try and guide them over to like just like a little corner, kind of like where they can do like either the peek out.
Sure.
How tall are some of these buildings? Are these like single story, 2-story, multi-story little lives?
The buildings next to the walls are 2-story buildings. The walls themselves are about, I'll say like 15 feet tall, solid stone, beautifully decorated, but still solid stone. And they have I don't know what it's called. Internet, don't at me. The spiky bits on top of the stone walls with the little
Oh, like to
filigree.
stop pigeons from landing?
Yes,
Or
those.
kobolds from scaling?
I mean, if you want to be specific, yes. But yes, the surrounding buildings are 2 stories.
I would like to just zone out for a second and use my Eldritch Sight to cast Detect Magic just to see if I can find like an illusion that people would like slip in and out of. Maybe like one of the fence posts isn't real. Because I can cast it as often as I wish without expending a spell slot. So, we're gonna Detect
Warlocks.
Magic.
Okay.
Yes.
High or
I don't
low?
know how it works. High is more fun.
As you activate, actually, why don't you tell me what Detect Magic looks like for Turst?
Yeah. So with Turst, whenever they use their magic, they just kind of like fade out for a bit. Like both their form fades a little bit. They seem to become like more translucent and hollow, but also like their like sight just kind of goes like, ah. And so you see Turst just like look up to the sky, seemingly recalling a fond memory of someone. And then as their form kind of like shimmers a bit and they seem to reduce themselves, and then just starts looking around and like echoes of things that are or are not magical just like look like little spirits floating around magic.
I love that. It looks like Turst kind of disassociates for a little bit before they start looking around. And along the side, in between the estate and this next building, there is an alley that's about 10 or 15 feet wide. And along the wall, you can spot some bricks in the wall sort of emit that glow of illusory magic. That you can sort of sense that there's something off about those particular bricks. That is in about the middle part of that wall or so. You can continue and investigate further if you would like.
And it's behind the gate or not behind the gate?
So gate, and then it curves, and then like you guys are like in this alleyway, so it's like right in the center of the wall along the property. Does that make sense?
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Then I will turn to the others and go, the great beyond reveals the lies. There's bricks that aren't real over there.
Oh, they're tricky too.
Yeah. It's not real. They're fake.
Can we get there without being seen?
There
I mean,
is
we've
no
been seen
floor.
by everyone so far, so there's no reason to not believe it, but probably.
But they're. Oh, that's fair.
I'm just thinking about those guys, like pointing in the general direction. The guys with the creepy eyeballs.
We could probably outrun them.
That's fair. I could bite them.
We could bite them.
Good.
We were told we could use some hee-hees. We could bite them.
He does include biting. That is true.
I mean, I think it includes biting.
Yeah.
They got scary eyes. They're just asking to be bit.
If
Mm-hmm.
I can climb over the fence and see what touching the fake bricks would do.
That's probably a better plan.
Yeah. Let's do that.
Okay.
So I will acrobatics my way.
Okay.
Hopefully.
Go for it. Make me an acrobatics check.
I know you catching a, guidance.
You know you're catching that guidance.
You read that guidance.
Ooh.
19
19.
plus 4. So
That's
23.
make that a 23.
Damn. You easily just start crawling up. The stone has enough of a gap between each brick that you can find spots for your claws to dig into. But you climb over the top of the wall to see that there is a collection of those bushes, well groomed and well taken care of, on the ground beneath you. Go ahead and make me a stealth check as you are gonna, get to the other side.
I'm glad you for this
Too
one.
far away. I can't
I will
guide you.
use 2 luck to re-roll that.
Okay.
I don't trust a 12. Never mind.
Okay. You drop and okay. Couple moments go by. Nothing seems to happen. You think you're safe behind these bushes, directly on the other side of the wall where those bricks are.
And I will like point at the bricks and just be like, all right, which ones am I touching? Which bricks am I touching over here?
I think we play hot and cold. Be like, a little to the left, a little to the left. Nope, too far. A little to the right. There you go. Those bricks right there. They're the ones lying to us.
I'll tell you what. Tekken, give me an investigation check with advantage because you're being guided by the voices on the other side of the wall on what bricks to find.
And I guess, would Tinker's fascination mess with this? Because it's like your innate fascination with how things work.
Oh, yeah.
Allows you to use tools, but I'm just using the wall.
Sure.
It's
Yeah, that's fine. I like it.
There we go.
15 total.
15 total. Okay. That will be just enough. It takes a second, but you do eventually find and tap every one of those bricks. And you guys on the outside watch as some of the bricks sink into each other and slowly create a rough opening onto the property.
She claps her hand. She claps her claw over top of.
Sorry, I just get excited.
I know. But now we're in secret mode, and she's gonna undo the bow that was on her head and wrap it around so that she's in her stealth mode for it.
That's so smart. Does the exact
Is
same
it like
thing.
Rambo?
Yes.
Oh my god.
That's exactly what it is.
I take mine to make it like a bandolier, like secret mode.
Secret mode. We gotta be.
Well, Tekken, what's your secret mode look like?
He doesn't change it. He already had it on his head. He already had it. He's already prepared to fight with it.
Yeah.
He's already ready.
Now they won't recognize us. We're 4 entirely different kobolds with 4 different bows.
Well, because we don't have bows anymore. They were looking at the
Now
bows.
we have ribbons. Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally distinct.
It's completely different.
They won't know what
Legally
hit
distinct
him.
Yeah.
bows.
No, you see, we're palette swapped. We're not those kobolds. Those were from like the beginning of the game.
They're with a different label.
Yeah.
I'll have you know that Drox is like skittering on all fours.
Oh yeah, I think we are in full skitter mode as well.
Okay.
Just-
As you all start making your way onto the grounds, you hear as a scorching ray is fired from one of the pieces of the rooftop immediately aimed at you guys. I need Drox's AC.
Oh, okay. That's gonna be a voluptuous 16.
Okay. With a 18, you
Oh,
are
my
going
body.
you are going to take 4 points of fire damage as the
Okay.
ray hits like the end of your tail. And at this point, I'm going to need everybody to roll initiative as the security systems have been alerted. As you are, we'll say you guys are about like 30 feet or so from the front door of the mansion. The ray fires off and there is a alarm that is set. The 2 guards at the front immediately turn and quickly open the gates and start moving towards you. I'm going to say that they're too far from you to get to you on your turn, but they end at about 20 feet away from you as both of them start charging forward. With that, we come to Tekken. No, I'm sorry, we come to Izzy.
Scared me. I was like, oh, no.
All right. So hit me with that one more time. So we have the guards that we're 30 feet away. The guards are at the door.
So you've got the front gate, which is about like 60
Which is
feet or
the bad
so
guys.
from the front. Yeah, bad guys, which is about 60 feet from the front door of the actual mansion itself. You guys are coming through the side and are about 30 feet from the front door of the mansion itself. Those 2 guards are going to run towards you. They're going to end their turn about 20 feet from you guys.
Okay. Ooh. All right. I'm going to. Do you take throwing things as an action or a bonus action?
It depends. What are you going to throw?
My bottle of grease.
I will say for something like that, you're like using an item. I'll say that that would count as an action to do.
Oh, okay. All right. So we'll do this. We'll do she's going to, having seen that, like boom, seeing the scorching ray go after Drox, is gonna go, and scurry forward to kind of start to intercept, particularly like right where that gate is, because they would have to come through the gate, right? And she's going to intercept there. And she's like, you should have just heard the song, and throw the bottle of grease right at where the entrance for the gate would be
Okay.
for those guards.
Okay.
So that they have to go through it, kind of bottlenecking them. there.
Okay.
So that's movement action. Do I have other things? Okay.
For the throwing it, go ahead and just give me a general like dexterity roll, just to see if you can aim it exactly where you want it to go.
Okay. Oh, can I spend luck to re-roll that?
You absolutely can.
Heck yeah.
You
How
spend
much
2
does that
luck.
cost? 2 luck. Okay. Oh wait. Oh, that added to it. I didn't mean to do with that. I don't know how to do this. I'm gonna spend 2 luck. I'm just gonna re-roll it anyway,
All right, cool.
and I'll get this back. Hey, that's 16.
Sweet. With a 16, yeah, you throw the bottle of grease and it shatters, and it doesn't immediately spread across the ground. It more just like plops, but then as time goes, it slowly starts to kind of ooze out and spread across. And the guards kind of look down, look at each other, and look back at you. Gross.
And okay, so that would have been an action. Yeah. Your girl ain't got no bonus actions, I don't think.
Sorcerers. You might. I wonder if you took a quicken spell. Let me see.
Oh, I didn't take Quicken.
Okay. All right.
On the
I
main
ended up
page, it
taking-
has the actions and bonus actions listed separately. If that helps, Mayor.
The what?
If you scroll under actions, it should say bonus actions on your main
Oh,
page.
bonus actions. Aha, yes. Oh, ooh, okay. So then what I could do with this, how many times can I use the telekinesis?
It doesn't have a limit, and it doesn't say per rest. I've been reading that this whole time.
You just are telekinetic.
Sweet. I think she's gonna do that, and I think she wants to take because I feel like I read telekinetic rules for something else recently, and I really want to. Hi, Kobold Press. I'm working on it. We'll edit this part so that I can read the instructions. Lift, pull, shove one medium or smaller creature you can see within 30 feet of you. Succeeds a strength save against your spell DC. On a failed save, they're pushed. I want to try to grab, use telekinesis on one of their helmets and try to, desk pull them down into the grease face first.
I love that. So they have to make a save, a strength save, I believe.
They have to do a strength save against my spell save DC.
Okay.
Which is probably not going to, my spell save DC is 14.
Well, I rolled a 7. And I add +3. So you tell me how you do it. Tell me what it looks like.
So she's going to can I ask for the fun just in case if it's not that, if their little spears are crossed, can I reach for the back spear and try and pull them down from that? So both of them fall. I'm just asking.
I will say you can affect. I'm gonna say you can affect one.
Damn. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna take the one who was mean to us, and I'm gonna do it like I said, using telekinesis from the on the guy's helmet. You can see her eyes do the slow blink one way and then another, and then she focuses and one eye squints as she grabs it and then makes the motion of smashing someone's head against the desk, and he looks like, what is this? Almost like a delayed reaction, looks down at the grease as his face and whole body now is splatted down in the grease, prone on the ground.
I love it. Yeah, his head just bam, collides with the ground. His helmet rolls off, and his features are not quite human. As you can see, one crooked horn sort of sprouted from their temple. Their skin is this mottled gray that's sort of emanating through their veins. But as their face first in this grease, he goes, oh God, it smells. Oh God. He just immediately starts trying not to vom. But yes, he is knocked prone.
Don't say.
With that being said, that will end Izzy's turn. Tekken, we come to you.
How far are they from us?
About 20 feet.
Cool. I'm gonna just run up to that guy that's prone, and it's like getting the fumes, and I'm just gonna punch his face into the
It man. Door. You're gonna just machine gun.
Just give him just keep bouncing his head off the floor. It just gets more and more. And I'm going to attack him twice.
Do it. Let's see what it does.
This is advantage because he's prone.
Yep. Jesus. Yeah. Yep. The first one will hit for 7 points of damage. Awesome.
And here's a second attack.
This cute little indie band made a kobold straight up murdered a guy in the streets. Yeah.
Hey, we got to get into press somehow, and the nobles doesn't seem to want to sponsor us. All press is good press.
All press is good press, and then I'm gonna use a flurry of blows. I'm gonna use a focus point to do 2 more attacks.
Oh my God, this poor card.
Hey, it was mean to us, so he gets the work.
That's fair.
Don't be mean. That's the lesson.
Don't be mean, and you'll be fine. Last attack on this guy.
Oh, the 12 unfortunately is going to miss.
Oh no!
Got any of that luck?
I got some luck. I can re-roll some luck. Let's re-roll some luck.
And keep in mind, you do gain 1 luck every time you fail a roll.
Yes. I failed that stealth check, I guess. So I got me stuff.
I have a Luxon. I forgot. I gotta remember.
Which one? Let's reroll that for.
I failed some stuff
Does
early
a
on.
14 hit?
I'll give it to you. I'll give it to you, if only because the idea of this kobold running up and full on just Honda-ing this dude like is hilarious.
Amazing.
As the helmet is shattering against the head, the AC goes down, right?
As he
Can we
becomes
count the
less and
other
less
guy
conscious.
as frightened or surprised?
I'm gonna say that they're not frightened or surprised. However, I would also like to say you just did 31 points, or no, 31 points of damage. He is not doing well. He is near death at this point, as his face is just bam, 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 in this gross, smelly grease. The other guard's like, what the f-? Just readies his spear and aims at you. After that, we are going to come to both Drox and Turst.
Tyrus, would you like to go first?
Sure. This will probably help you out because I'm going to do mostly setup stuff. As a bonus action first, Hurst is going to look at the one not on the ground and be like, you give bad vibes. Do you go to therapy? And is going to use Read to get all the information about them.
Oh, okay.
So using my version of the telekinetic, the Read auras gain within 30 feet. You get to know until the end of my next turn for the duration the target isn't invisible or heavily obscured to you. You know its current hit points, its resistances, immunities, and vulnerabilities, and learn its emotional state, including whether or not it's hostile or docile. So just like, you've never been to therapy, and that tells me a lot. And then gain all of that from the great beyond.
Okay. Well,
That famous kobold therapy.
Yeah.
I will tell you, starting off, very hostile towards you. They are resistant to necrotic damage from whatever corruption.
So much to know.
And you get like surface thoughts as well.
No, current hit points, immunities,
Got it.
vulnerabilities, and then the hostile or not.
Well, current hit points is 2. He has
Oh, no,
two.
I'm doing it on the other one.
Oh, the other one. Current hit points is 33.
Okay.
Other than that, there's no other resistances or immunities or anything like that.
Then, knowing I cannot do enough to get this man down before my good friend Drox goes, instead going to be like, and I'm going to make it even worse, and is going to cast Eldritch Blast on the guy on the ground.
Hell yeah. Oh, no. This poor guy.
So, I would imagine it's at disadvantage because it's on the ground, correct?
Correct, yes.
Cool, but I do get to roll twice.
Okay.
So the first one is an 18 at disadvantage.
Damn.
And I don't know how to do damage for that because it's 1d10 plus.
You can go back
stuff.
up to the entry where it says Eldritch Blast, attack, and damage, and you can click damage.
It's also
There it
in
is.
the chat.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
That's
in the
where I was
chat.
looking. That's what I was looking at. So 7 on the first one.
Well, the first one's definitely dead.
So I think Turst's Eldritch Blast just look like very much how they like turn translucent. Just like a grayscale beam goes to the person, and as it hits them, like just a scythe goes through, and they're like faded down into the ground.
Oh,
And then I'm gonna look at the second and go, "Your turn," and attack the second one,
Love
which
it.
would not be at a disadvantage because he's standing.
This
is
is
he
true.
scared of us yet? Have we achieved?
we achieved fear.
Oh, that wasn't supposed to be at advantage. The first one was a crit fail.
Ooh. The second one just like that same scythe like appears, and is it like a ghostly being that appears to like swing it?
Yeah, because they're a Reaper Warlock, so I like to imagine that like, when it takes him down, the grayscale turns into a full like ghost scythe and just whoosh,
I love
takes
it.
him out.
I like the idea that the Reaper like appears looking all epic, and then they go to swipe, and like the blade like falls off for a moment. So they're like,
Oh, I'm still learning, guys. Don't look only at the first one, not the second one. Look at the first one.
like trying to connect it back to the rest of the scythe as they fade from sight.
And then I'll tell our good friend Drox, yo, don't do necrotic. They're good at that. Everything else, so they're fine.
At the same time, Drox is just running full force at the one that's like healthy. He just yells. He just yells, "You need to go to therapy!" And that's gonna be my channel divinity mark of triumph.
Okay.
Which states, I wish that I could put it in chat.
That's
That'd
okay.
be nice.
I trust you.
It states as a bonus action, you present your holy symbol, and mystically mark one creature you can see within 30 feet until the start of your next turn. Any creature who attacks the marked creature has advantage on the first attack they make against it.
Nice. Fantastic.
So I am going to attack it, and because I'm also using Disciple of War, victory brings you closer to the divine, inspiring you to press beyond normal limits. When you successfully hit a creature while you attack action, you can choose to make an additional attack as part of the same action. So I'm gonna attack him twice.
Nice.
And then also I'm manifesting might, which lets me add my my proficiency bonus as damage on the first attack.
Good lord.
All right, let's do it. Wee!
All right. Hit me with those attacks.
Yeah! You've gotta be effing S me in the A! I rolled 5 twice! I luckily have 2 luck. I'm gonna spin that on a reroll.
Okay.
Jesus. There we go!
better.
That's what the f it's supposed. I mean, that's what's supposed. That's let's do damage now. Yeah, normal. That's 5 points of damage for the first attack.
Cool. Got it.
This is embarrassing.
No, it's great. You hit him.
And for the second attack,
Uh-huh. That is the third 5 in a row outside
Are you
of
kidding
your
me?
luck.
this can't keep happening.
Foundry does not like you.
It's doing this again.
Yeah. There was one night I think Noir rolled like 4 11s in a row. Like, I mean it, literally in a row. You swing and the first hit catches him right in the, probably like right in the side. Oh. And when you try to swing again, he uses the spear and blocks your attack.
Oh, I see you. You have also studied the blade.
Which he hears.
Got it. That's my turn.
All right. At the bottom of the initiative, the roof, the entryway of the mansion, there are these little glowing crystals that, again, and I need the AC of everybody here. We'll start with Tekken.
16.
Okay, that one misses you. Izzy?
As a reaction, may I cast shield on myself?
Let me see if this would hit.
Please, yeah. If it's above a 12, I would like to cast. What is it? Please don't say a 20.
That was an
Please don't say 20. Okay, I'm good.
Okay.
Well, I'm not, but okay. Yeah,
You are going to take 22 points of fire damage.
God.
That's so much.
so many. As I get attacked as a fierce, tiny kobold. With my feature of being fierce, when a large or larger creature, would this count as a creature? Maybe just a large thing? Can we count it as a large thing?
It's got to
that
be
has attacked
within.
me?
It's got to be within 5 feet of you.
Boo. Okay, fine. All right. So 20. How much?
22 points of fire damage.
I gotta do math. Hold on.
Turst, what is your AC?
15.
Okay, that one misses Turst, and Drox. A 13 will miss. Is that correct? Okay. The security systems again and one of them gets Izzy square in the chest. She's still standing though, because I do know what your max HP is. You're still up. But that definitely, there's now just a permanent scorch mark in the center of your chest where that ray has struck. We are back at the top of the initiative. The one guard remaining is going to make an attack against Drox. No. Nope. In fact, I rolled a critical fail, which means I have to come over here and...
Did they just attack me right now? Is that what they're doing?
Mm-hmm.
I would like to use my fierce ability
Okay.
There you go.
to immediately attack him for attacking me.
Alrighty. Go ahead and make that attack roll.
Can you believe these guards are attacking us for telling them to go to therapy?
I can't believe it.
Don't you turn this
Music
around.
is
Don't you
therapeutic.
make this about that. Don't put that shade on me.
I'm just saying the last thing Drax said was go to therapy.
And really, it came down to when they didn't want to hear music. I mean, who does that? That is a sign of them needing therapy. It's therapeutical.
Their auras read aggression.
Their auras are red. They're giving aggression. An 18 will hit.
Okay.
Give me that.
I have so many windows open that I did not know were open.
I had to do the same thing.
That's tasty.
Damn. Okay.
Damn, son.
Yeah. He tries to withdraw his spear so that he can give you a hit. Tell me how you immediately turn this around and almost like one shot this dude.
So with the first shot, it's I see you steady the blade, and then he goes for the attack. And Shox is gonna like duck out of the way, tumble, jump on the wall into a spinning back strike, and then go, but not as well as me.
The strike hits him square in the shoulder, and you hear "Ugh!" and see the wound had broken through the plates, the armor plates, and his arm.
I would like to do one last thing.
Sure.
I love how
This
sounds like
character,
regret.
this character is actually kind of fun. I have Focus War. When you are a creature within 10 feet of you takes damage or deals damage, I can expend a spell slot a second circle or higher. Oh wait, hold on. No, I can. When you do, the damaged creature gains a number of hit points or takes additional damage of the triggering type by choice equal to twice the number of the expended spell slot.
They gave smite to cleric.
Yeah.
Oh
We
god.
back, baby. we back, baby.
My
So
word
I'm
on
gonna
this fight.
I'm gonna pop a second level. So I'm gonna deal 4 additional damage to this guy.
Damn. I'm gonna say the strike hits. It's gonna ruin his arm, but then there is a bit of energy that's expended to just further damage, and so his arm is now useless, and he is holding himself up by the one arm holding the spear. With that, Izzy, we come to you. There's one guard left standing. The alarm's still going off. You know that the egg is somewhere inside. What would you like to do?
Looking at the, like, 'cause she just got hit by this thing and that hurt. Looking at the things across the top of the things that are sending out these scorching rays, how many of them are there?
There are 4.
There are 4.
And they're little crystals sort of positioned equidistantly across that rooftop.
Interesting. I think that she's going to. I think she's going to. How bad off does this guy look again? Does this guy look like
He's
super bad?
He's getting there. If we were to use the at half health bloodied term, he is definitely bloodied.
Okay. I think she's going to end up using. I don't want to use firebolt right here. I feel like that would end up bad for everybody.
A fire bolt?
Actually, yeah. So firebolt.
Yeah, I believe that's a cantrip, so that wouldn't trigger
It is
any
a cantrip. Yeah.
strangeness.
It won't do too much, but we are on top of
Grease.
grease.
No,
That's
it's still
the
just like
concern I have.
slowly like
just like-
discorporating.
There's slips on it.
Terrible.
Okay.
That's terrible. Terrible visual.
You're welcome.
I think that she's actually going to, because both of them are right there next to it. Both Drox and Tekken are right there.
Yeah.
Okay, so she's going to scoot towards the door, like also trying to get out of the line of sight of these things. Are there windows nearby as well?
Oh, absolutely, yes. You
Okay.
can see, you like glance in, and like the people who are working on the house are like, "Ah," and they're like quickly like running away from the combat that is taking place outside the front door.
Okay, brilliant. I would like to get there. I'm gonna try to open the door first.
Okay.
Is my action? Is it unlocked?
I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh no!
Okay. That's a 25.
Okay. There is a moment as you grip the handle of the door where you hear a bell ring out. It's sort of sourceless and it sort of echoes in your mind. And for a moment, you feel a little bit of necrotic energy threaten to consume your hand, but you resist it and are able to open the door. You don't take Toll the Dead. Haha.
Goodness, that would be bad. So we're gonna do that. The doors fling open. She gives a motion to the other two, and then gets down on all fours. And would use the rest of the movement to, like, I guess I see people scurrying around in here. Roughly how many people do I see in that, like, foyer area?
There's 4 or 5. You can see it's a beautiful foyer. There's a beautiful oil painting of a human astride a horse with like a beautiful cloak behind him, just looking all nice and picturesque and ostentatious. There are beautiful flower pots and arrangements around you. Immediately at the end of the foyer, it looks like it leads into a larger like ballroom area, and perfectly placed on a table in the center of that room is a familiar looking crystal egg that sits and almost gleams with the light sort of coming in through the window.
Oh boy.
Okay. So I used my action. My action was to open the door. Where's that? Can I use telekinesis as a bonus action?
Is there?
Telekinesis.
Can I use telekinesis?
Telekinesis?
What is the range? I'm curious.
You don't need to know that.
That's what I said, right?
Okay.
30 feet. You said 30 feet, right? Or did you say 60?
The telekinesis, let me see. Okay, so it's within 30 feet. I'm going to say that the crystal is just outside of that 30-foot range.
Okay. Okay, that's the one. All right.
I don't want to cheese it, but, you know, it
That's
is.
fair. That's fair. No, I understand. Because my other idea is bad, but I'll go ahead and do it anyway as my bonus action. Wait, hold on. Is that?
Do it. Do it.
Do it.
Okay. You know
After all
what?
that setup, we need it.
She's gonna sit there, like scurry in, see the crystal, and it's like, here we go. And she's going to Misty Step 30 feet closer.
Oh, okay. You appear in that room. You're about 10 feet from it now. As you see nobody in that large room. It almost looks like a ballroom, and it's very ornately decorated. The floor is nice and shiny, but nobody else appears to be in there.
Yep.
No one else. No, it doesn't
So-
seem like anything.
Yeah, it's fine.
It's fine.
And that's essentially what I did, because I did my movement, I did that, and then I just cast a second level spell.
That you did. So I will need a D20 roll from you. Your DC is going to be
Fireball.
17.
Fireball.
You got this.
Okay, how do I just roll?
So just
Okay,
roll a
Imagine
D20.
how-
D20.
Imagine how happy Luann will be if we come back with her child fully hatched. Fire to
Hey.
hatch a dragon egg.
There you go. Do I just like type roll and then 1d20?
I,
Yeah, slash roll.
Yeah.
I heard from a pretty reliable
That's
source
it.
that fire cannot kill a dragon.
8. That's, yeah. Okay, so that's an 8. So now I suppose I have to roll a d100?
Uh-huh.
Here we go.
Okay.
Here we go.
Here we go.
I am a
We love it.
sorcerer of renown. I didn't say what kind of renown.
37.
37. Ooh. Hey, oh, this is good. Your skin glows with pale, colorful light. For 1 hour, you gain a bonus to AC equal to half your sorcerer level rounded up.
Nice.
Wow!
That's
I am a sorcerer of great renown. She screams and like her little so her tail, which has been like curled up like a chameleon up until this time, is now zigzaggy, and she's like in like excited mode. Okay, so now I have to
love
do the
it.
math on that. Enjoy.
All
While I
right.
figure out what this means.
All right. As Izzy makes the proclamation of her sorcerer career, we are going to move to Tekken.
So remind me of the situation I'm in front of right now, just to give me a nice.
Yes. So you've got one guard with a ruined arm about 10 feet away from you. About 25 feet is the front door of the mansion, which is now open thanks to Izzy. And you did see her make her way inside. On the roof above that entrance, there are 4 red crystals that are firing out those scorching rays at you all as well.
Gotcha. And then the one I was punching is this.
Oh, he's done. He did. He has stopped complaining about the smell of the grease that he is completely consumed by.
I think I'm gonna focus on the other armored guy then,
Okay.
just to make sure that our escape is unperturbed when we do escape.
Sounds good.
So I will attack him several times.
Okay.
This one is just normal because no advantage or disadvantage. But yeah, 23 to hit.
Jesus. Yes. 23 absolutely hits.
8 damage.
He's still alive, but barely.
Let's change that. No.
12's
That's
not going to
okay.
hit.
That's a fail.
But that fail count gives you luck.
That does give me luck. My bonus section. I gotta look at my skills and my features.
What is his voice?
I don't know. It's the one of repute.
Are you pooping?
I have focus intent. It's like when you or a creature within 5 feet of you makes an ability check or an attack roll, you can use your reaction to roll your martial arts die. The target gains a bonus or penalty, your choice, to its roll, to the roll to the number you rolled. So is that for me as well?
Yeah, absolutely. What?
I'm gonna roll. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna roll the d6
Okay.
to see if I get better than 12. So, 15 to hit.
15 will hit.
Take this mighty blow. 10 damage.
Oh, tell me how you kill him.
It's just like he grabs on the arm to like yank him down, and then he just with that momentum spins and smashes his skull in with the brunt of his bow tied tail.
All right. Yeah, just there's this sickening crunch sound, and he stops moving.
Yeah, and then just pull it out, wipe it, a flick, and then I'll head inside.
Okay.
And then see, is he glowing? Oh, you're iridescent.
Oh, the beauty.
It's so bright.
My renown.
At this point, I'm assuming that Drox and Turst are going to run inside as well. Is that correct?
I'll spare the guard that was right in front of me and just whisper, therapy.
Again,
it's in Draconic, so it's just.
I would love to translate for you, but my wisdom's a -1. I don't know that they don't know what you're saying.
Oh my god. This
My
dude,
intelligence is an 8.
this dude is gonna wake up in a cleric's temple somewhere and just be like, "I live, but I don't know why. I don't know what my purpose is."
I should talk to someone about this.
Yes. You all. Oh, go ahead.
I'm going to immediately put a cure wound on our sorcerer.
Okay.
Feels great.
How much?
Yeah.
You are catching 11.
Oh, I accept. Holy cow. Yes.
Hell yeah.
He just kind of straightens up your secret mode ribbon and gives you a pat.
And she does that and she feels it and just kind of makes a couple of little growly sounds.
She's like,
Now it's showing.
it's my renown.
So
It's in your brainer now. Okay, go ahead.
you all run in and approach the crystal egg. What do you guys do? What happens next? You guys can still hear the alarm and everything going off around you. You know, you guys have a little bit of time before any other guards would appear.
We gotta just take the child, right?
Yeah, just take it
Yeah.
out.
I mean, yoink.
The door hurt. The door hurt. Be careful, this could hurt too.
Is it
The
like
door hurt.
Yoink, like he's not smart.
Okay.
No.
Drox,
Child.
two-handed, grabs, and you guys feel the floor fall out from under you.
Oh, no.
Reaction feather fall.
Our 4 kobolds fall.
Reaction.
As
Feather fall.
the floor resets itself, we'll have to see what happens in another session if these wonderful players want to come back as they disappear into the trap. But that brings us to the end of our Oops All Kobolds session. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for supporting Kobold Press and Kobold Con. Go pick up Tales of the Valiant. It's a fantastic system. We all love it so much. Seriously, go and do it. Get all the things. It's been so much fun. But before we sign off, we have a wonderful cast that we want to give a shout out to. So let them know who you are, where we can find you, what you got working on. We're going to start with Noir, darling.
Hello, I've been King Drox Lomore. You can find me all over the internet as the Noir Enigma. That's Twitch, Blue Sky, Twitter. Nope, not that one. TikTok. There's too many. Also check out my website, thenoirenigma.com or noirville.com. It's the same place. And be on the lookout for my social media because we are going to be dropping a ton of content in Noirville, which is my Marvel Multiverse RPG, the MCU at the table.
Sweet.
Okay, that's it.
Okay.
Stop receiving me.
Next up, we have Sean.
Hi. I'm Sean. Yeah, yeah, I'm Sean. You can find me all across the internet at Help Action Needed, all one word underscore. Yeah, everywhere Noir listed, it's all there. I don't use TikTok, so don't try and find me there. I'm there, but don't try. But primarily Twitch and other spots. And if you like sad stories, I tell a lot of those. If you also like witchy stuff, I have an ongoing series right now about witches going through a sad story. So come check us out. Sometimes we do chaos games. Most times we feel sad.
All right. Ma.
Hello there, my name is Mare. You can find me on social medias at hello Mare. Most of those other places, I am a actual play player. I am a GM. I'm over on Start Playing Games, focusing on getting new folks into the community, both as adolescents as well as for women over the age of 30. So if that's something that you want to do, you want to come and try it, I love running games and getting people in love with storytelling. So yeah, I'm also on Twitch, and you can find me on a number of other APs, just everywhere. I'm out there. So yeah.
All right. And Goomba.
Hello, everybody. Hey, hi. My name is Christian, aka Fluffy Goomba. All over the internet, I'm an award-winning TTRPG performer, educator, and event coordinator here in the space. And this has been an absolute blast. And I will definitely want to come back to see where these chuckle goblins,
Chuckle kobolds.
Chuckle kobolds. I apologize. Because I didn't want to say at the end there. This is a blast, absolutely. And please check out this game.
And I am Cujo. I have been your chronicler for this one shot. You can find me all over the place at either Cujo Plays Games for personal stuff, or you can follow Crit Hit Chronicles for official show announcements. Right now we are running Tales of the Valiant on Thursday nights, 7 p.m. Central on twitch.tv/Crit Hit Chronicles. On Fridays we are running Shadows Over Baldur's Gate, our Baldur's Gate 3 spiritual sequel. And that is where you can find me. But in the meantime, we love you. Be nice to each other. Please be nice to each other. Take care of each other. And we will see you guys over at some tables. Good night, everybody.
Bye.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back. I hope you all enjoyed that. I don't know. My brain immediately just farted. I hope you all enjoyed that wonderful actual play by our friends over at Crit Hit Chronicles. That was... I mean, as soon as I saw the name, that it was going to be called Oops All Kobolds, I knew that it was going to be a wild, chaotic ride, and I was only proven correct. So thank you all so much for doing that. That was so cool. And please do go check them out over at twitch.tv/Crit Hit Chronicles, so you can watch more of their TOV stuff and more of it's a great crew of people over there. Cujo is facilitating some amazing games. And hey, if you want more of the fun, you know where to find it. So go out and go and do that. We're going to take a quick break here. We'll be back 5 minutes after the hour. And it won't be me this time. You'll be spending some time with our good friend Dot, doing some late night news in the Warren. So we will see you all then. But until then, go get some stretch, go to the bathroom, get something to drink, whatever it is you need to do to take care of ourselves. To take care of yourselves, please go do it. So we will see you then. Bye, y'all.
Dust off your finest hat and tighten your suspenders, because you're invited down to the riverbank. In this new cozy RPG from Kobold Press, you navigate the intricacies and often the bedlam of polite animal society. Designed by award-winning writer Kij Johnson and featuring art by Kathleen Jennings, each page brims with charm and whimsy. At the table, your decisions matter. So, while animal life might seem as effortless as a stroll in the garden, your social calendar demands much more than a stiff upper lip. Riverbank introduces a new role-playing system, and players must balance their characters' animalistic and poetic sides. Veer too far to either side, and total disaster may follow. So grab your friends and put on your finest plumage. Then come dance a waltz of whimsy with a hint of hilarity and a dollop of drama. The cozy Riverbank RPG awaits. Download the free preview PDF and pledge today on BackerKit.
Whether it's your first adventure, or you're busy planning for the next, or you are proud to be valiant, Drive-Thru RPG is your best support class with Kobold Press's entire PDF library available. Browse through over 300 titles for Tales of the Valiant, Midgard, 5e, and more. Stay brave and bold with Black Flag compatible titles. Explore Kobold Press's famous guides on Drive-Thru Fiction too. Start your adventure today.
Welcome to the Labyrinth, the place between worlds where creation and corruption collide in a cosmic saga of epic proportions. Explore the cosmic background of arcane secrets, confront cataclysmic monsters in the near or deep void, and create entire worlds on a whim. With 14 new lineages, 6 new heritages, 30 new monsters, almost 100 new spells, and 14 mind-bending subclasses, players have an abundance of choices for multiversal characters and storytelling, all completely compatible with the Tales of the Valiant RPG and Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition. Run your most epic campaign ever with the Labyrinth Adventure book, containing 11 new adventures from levels 1 to 8, either as a continuous storyline or take only what you need to weave directly into your own campaign. Claim your key to the Labyrinth and embark on a journey through 10,000 worlds.
Cole just like bites off one of Marlon's fingers.
Yeah! They fell into my trap, my little guy trap.
I'm Rebecca once.
Well, what a lovely accent you got there.
Jamie thinks that you have time traveled.
There's 2 orphans coming towards you. They got like kind of fanged mouths, glowing green eyes. You can't really make out what kind of monster they are.
Shoot one. But I didn't take a pact. I didn't make any kind of actual formal agreements.
Read some paperwork about this.
Ron and Jamie have seen Marlon kill people.
I mean, Marlon has so many knives and isn't trained to put them in you.
My biggest regret is all the people I helped kill, honestly.
No, that makes sense.
Second biggest regret is there's some like glass between you. You just see her like punch through the glass and just grab Ron's face and kiss him.
It is the longest, hardest smooch you've ever seen in the history of podcasting, folks.
Necromancer the card game from Kobold Press is designed by Jeff Quick and art is done by Stan. Necromancer is a fast-paced card game of raising legions of the undead. You are a sorcerer commanding these dark legions, and your goal is to overwhelm your enemies with an unstoppable army or sacrifice a circle of underling minions to seize the Well of Eternal Life and declare your victory. Your only obstacle? The pitiable necromancers who think themselves your equal. You can pre-order Necromancer today on the Kobold Press store. Expand combat options for your game with Book of Blades and join the feel of battle over land and sea. This collection of player options for Tales of the Valiant and 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons adds a wealth of exciting new material for martial classes, including 14 subclasses, new talents, new weapon options, new combat options for every martial class, and options for fighting in intense single combat duels, wrestling matches, and on mounts. Pre-order Book of Blades today on the Kobold Press store.
Welcome to Late Night News in the Warrens, the fake fantasy news show you didn't know you needed. Tonight is our special Kobold Con 2025 broadcast, where I've read none of the script in advance and will read whatever comes across this teleprompter. I'm Dot, your guide through this recap of all the biggest reveals, the most dramatic dice rolls, and at least one incident involving a bard, a sentient wheel of cheese, and a legally binding marriage contract. But first, a word from our sponsors. Late Night News in the Warrens is brought to you by Wolfgang Bites, the kobold-shaped snack engineered for peak TTRPG snacking performance. Try them in nacho cheese, sour cream, or the all-new grimdark flavor, which, to be clear, is just charcoal and regret, but it tastes like emotional damage. Wolfgang Bites, the only snack legally classified as both food and an encounter. Now let's get back to the news. Thanks, Dot, and thank you for joining me. It's been a busy Kobold Con with big reveals, live play events, and tons of dramatic dice rolling. We had a diverse crowd at the con, including the rules lawyers, who have spent the weekend aggressively citing page numbers at the GMs like medieval sorcerers reciting forbidden incantations, murder hobos, who understand that every problem is just a future corpse waiting to happen. Chaos gremlins, who give 5 seconds and a bad enough idea will absolutely end a campaign before it starts. You theater kids out there, we see you, who started the battle with a monologue and haven't stopped since. And at least one guy who should absolutely never be allowed to play an evil character. You know who you are, Barry. Kobold Con, bringing people together to immediately betray each other for loot. We had some expectations for this convention. Those expectations were violently suplexed through the table by the end of day one. But let's begin with a recap of the showcase event. First up was Necromancer, an exciting card game where you play rival necromancers, digging up new friends and unleashing them on your foes. In a lighthearted way. Yes, because when you think of lighthearted fun, the first place your mind should go is power-hungry death wizards reanimating corpses. But did I mention this is Kobold Press's first card game? For years, we've been known for incredibly detailed role-playing books, massive bestiaries, and game rules unencumbered by oppressive corporate overlords. Now card games. Some people have said it's a bit like a chef saying, sure, I'm proud of my Michelin star restaurant, but let's talk about my new line of canned hot dog water. If you love outwitting, outmaneuvering, and absolutely ruining your friendships in a blaze of necromantic glory, then this is the card game for you. Get Necromancer now on the Kobold Press store. Next, we unveiled the Book of Blades, an expansion for Tales of the Valiant, and a long overdue apology to every martial character who's been shown up by a wizard. We see you. We know your pain. This book gives new subclasses, talents, items, weapon options, and single combat rules for every blade swinger who is done watching spellcasters steal the spotlights with their fancy tricks. This book says enough. Martial characters, your time has come. Spellcasters, your smug reign of terror is over. Enjoy your healing spells and fireballs while you can, because now there's a barbarian coming at you with a sword that is also a meteor. It's about frickin' time. Last in our showcase recap, we announced a return to the North. Well, the Northlands, a new setting book about one of the major food groups of fantasy novels and TTRPGs, Vikings. We last visited the home of these reavers back in 2011, and then as part of the World Book in 2018. Why go back to the Northlands? Well, we had a different project lined up, but then this really big guy named Sven Bollock Smasher had a closed-door meeting with Wolfgang Bauer, and we pivoted to the Northlands. Coincidence? I think not. So we put our newest kobold, Brian Susskind, on Northlands as lead designer. Now, Brian's been threatened multiple times not to include any mimics in it. Will Brian listen? We'll have to wait and see. Northland promises to have everything you need to create and run epic Viking campaigns with new subclasses, monsters, spells, reaving downtime rules, prophecy generators, and more. And if you think more is sort of vague, well then congratulations. You've passed your saving throw against our marketing team. Northlands is going to be paired with Northland Sagas, Kobold Press's first full adventure path taking characters from level 1 to level 12 as they work with the god Loki to prevent Ragnarok. Do you like reavers, longships, ancient gods, fighting giants, and manipulating gods? Do you like big wolves and you cannot lie? Then let's return to the Northlands. Because Sven said so. Oh, pause for commercial break. Welcome back. Moving on to our main stories, the team from Do You Validate Studios got to sit down and unbox and play Necromancer for the first time. The session went great, everyone had an amazing time, and the medics assured me that the team will recover in time. After the live play, we got a peek behind Necromancer with Jeff and Stan. I know, just hearing the names Jeff and Stan makes you think of accountants more than powerful necromancers. But Jeff and Stan aren't done. They immediately followed by announcing their next big card game, Accountants, a fast-paced game where players audit rival firms, sharpen pencils, and file reports on their way to financial supremacy. Terrifying and strangely relevant. Next on our recap list is a game type that's more controversial than it should be. Cozy RPGs. Yes, Kobold Press, the company with so many monsters that even H.P. Lovecraft would say, dude, whoa, is now venturing into the world of talking animals in waistcoats. Riverbank was created by legendary Kij Johnson, a game designer so brilliant that I'm legally required to be intimidated. I am. Our Riverbank panel was amazing, delving deep into the lore and mechanics of the cozy RPG. If you missed it, Riverbank is a game about social interactions, low-stakes chaos, and having emotionally fulfilling conversations in the English countryside. It is, to put simply, a game designed to make murder hobos break out into hives. But let's face it, sometimes you don't want the answer in every game to be I hit it. Sometimes you want to play characters who don't have an emotional range, don't have the emotional range of a microwave. Sometimes you just want to be polite hedgehog wearing a little hat having a minor disagreement with a badger about scone etiquette. With Riverbank, Kij Johnson proves you can create evocative character-driven games and speak in full sentences without casting Fireball. Oh. The results of organized play are just in. All weekend long, we hosted Tales of the Valiant Games, which produced more fun and chaos than 15 toddlers with air horns at a wedding. I haven't checked the math on these, but we have some stats to share. 10,192 monsters were slain, including 9 seduced, which, to be clear, was entirely consensual. 53 characters died heroically, while 250 died not so heroically. 3 characters met deadly ironic ends, including a rogue who died after saying, I stuck my head in it, a wizard who exploded due to math-related hubris, and a bard who died trying to distract the enemy with an interpretive dance. One game outlawed pants, something about pants being a crime against leg freedom. Over 50 natural 20s were rolled, sparking 8 over-the-top victory dances. 45 natural 1s were rolled, resulting in 15 actual tears. 72 dice of various types were thrown across the room in frustration. 2,378 bags of chips were consumed, over 900 energy drinks were downed, 100 of them by the same player, causing her to instantly ascend into an energy-based life form. In the final tally, games were played, dice were rolled, players had fun, and the average sanity level of our game masters dropped by an estimated 27%. But those GMs know what they did. Our next recap is a reveal on Steamforged Games and the TOV starter box. This report is sponsored by Zach Newpill. Yes, Zach, the community and social media manager for Kobold Press. So remember, if you ever want to have a game con with 25 interwoven plot lines spread across 150 game tables, ask Zach. Steamforged Games has long dominated the boxed encounter RPG market with their Epic Encounter line. Now, with the Tales of the Valiant starter box, you can get everything you need to embark on a thrilling, monster-slaying, dice-chunking Tales of the Valiant adventure. This box has it all. You get character sheets, miniatures, battle maps, 2 adventures, dice you will become irrationally attached to, and perhaps even an emotional support pamphlet for when your first character inevitably dies in an embarrassing way. The Tales of the Valiant starter box is designed to ease you into TTRPGs, but you must remember one thing. As with all TTRPG products, the Steamforged TOV starter box can't prevent the unbridled chaos that characters will unleash, such as demanding a charisma roll to seduce an ancient stone construct. For that, Steamforged will have released something like Epic Seductions, the box set. Now, with a consent generator and embossed X card. But next on the recap is Monster Vault 2. Monsters, those pesky, hungry, world-dominating foes that hang out near the treasure our characters want to grab their grummy mitts. Monster Vault 2 is the sequel to Monster Vault, which itself was a sequel to your GM getting super frustrated after you memorized all the familiar monsters. Fans are going to lose their minds over Monster Vault 2, and by minds I mean characters, because these new foes are absolutely brutal. If the first Monster Vault gave you plenty of ways to die, then Monster Vault 2 is saying, hold my beer. This tome of character-destroying awesomeness is edited by our own Megan, and at this point, she's tinkered with more characters than evolution itself. She's been dubbed the Monarch of Monsters, which is honestly far too mild a title. If you personally work on 2,797 monsters for Kobold Press, you are no longer an editor. You are a divine entity feared across time and space. So, if your adventuring party thought they were safe, bad news. Megan has 318 reasons why that is wrong. Next on our recap roundup is the TOV actual play. In 1972, a crack commando unit was sent to prison by a military court for a crime they did not commit. These men promptly escaped from a maximum security stockade to the Los Angeles underground. Today, still wanted by the government, they survived as soldiers of fortune. If you have a problem, if no one else can help, and if you can find them, maybe you can... Wait. What's that? Oh. I'm being told that was the opening to the A-Team, which ran on NBC from 1983 to 1987. In the actual TOV actual play, GM Cujo guided the players through a journey in Aoria. The land is in peril, and the Valiant Six have disappeared. As the realm slipped further into chaos, 4 PCs banded together to fight against the darkness that threatened to swallow the land. If you watched it, congratulations. You're safe. If you didn't, well, let's just say that the Divines are watching, and they are deeply, deeply disappointed in you. You see, this game took place in Aoria, where the Divine, erased their names from history because names have power, which is amazing and terrifying, because if all-powerful divine beings is sacred of someone learning their name, what chance do PCs have? But if you watched it, then you already know. If you didn't watch, well, then maybe it's time to say a prayer to she who grants second chances. Or you can get out there and watch it now. Well, go on. We'll wait. Go on. Okay, now that they're gone, let's hit our final story. Sunday, tomorrow, is the last day of Kobold Con, which means a last slate of organized play events to get a few final bits of chaos. Also, we have the Let's Quest charity actual play to benefit Let's Quest Game Scholarship. It's like donating money to make a wizard cry. Finally, we'll have the closing ceremonies, which, if previous years are any indication, involve big giveaways, highlights from the weekend, and one lucky kobold fan will be crowned prom king by our kendo, followed by 15 minutes of interpretive dance performed by someone in a gelatinous cube costume. And look, I could go on, but the point is this. Kobold Con was insanely wonderful and exactly what we needed right now. So if you think all of this sounds ridiculous, just wait until next year's Kobold Con, when someone will inevitably roleplay a sentient baguette and will somehow save the world. Well, that is our show for tonight. So thank you, Kobold fans, and thank you, Kobold Con. I'm Dot, and on behalf of all of us in the Warrens, good night.